Solar panels are a great way to let the sun help with your electric bills, but sometimes the savings aren't all they're cracked up to be. Don't worry, there's usually a reason and often a fix. Today we're learning how to keep your solar shining bright. Brower Mechanical has served Northern California homeowners for over 45 years. They're here to get your solar working smarter, not harder. Let's welcome Dean Bays, General Manager of Brower Mechanical. Hey, Dean.
Hi, great to be here again.
Yes, always nice having you on the show. And Dean, a lot of people, once they get solar, they think, all right, my energy bill, it's going to be gone. But that's not always the case. So why is that?
Well, we call that the true up.
Yeah.
So a lot of times homeowners don't realize when they have an existing system that it might not meet the output of energy that they're using, they're consuming. And so especially on new homes that are being built today, the general contractors, they have code to meet, and they design a home, they base some solar panels on square footage of the house, but they don't take into account, you may add an EV charger, you may add an addition to your house, you may add a pool, your family grows.
Yes.
So now you start using more energy than what your system is providing. And so that's where we start get those surprising true-up bills, and it's kind of shocking to people once they get those.
That breakdown is helpful. And so if someone's true-up bill keeps getting bigger year after year, what does that actually mean for them?
Well, that's a big red flag, right? Because it really means is that the existing solar panels that they have is coming at this level here, but their energy usage is up here. So that presents a problem, and so it's really important to kind of do an evaluation, and it's a great time to do that now, especially as it's going to start getting hot again, and people are going to flip on those air conditions, and they're going to see those energy bills go up. But it's a great time to look at that to make sure, like, is the solar that they've got and the energy they're using, is it kind of coming out even? Because that's really what we want to do with that, with the solar.
And you're here to help us find some solutions, Dean. And the idea of adding on possibly to an existing solar system, that might sound complicated. Is it a hassle for homeowners?
Not at all, not at all. That's our specialty. So it doesn't really matter what brand of solar you have or who installed it. We come in, we do an evaluation, we ask those questions, what are you planning to do with the home? And then we take the hassle. It's really hassle-free for our customers. We do the permitting, we do the design, we do the installation of it. So it's really a process that customers can feel comfortable when we add on to their existing solar.
Yeah, I can imagine that brings a lot of relief too. So what kind of difference can a properly sized system really make for someone's bottom line?
Well, really, I think the goal of every homeowner that has solar or even thinking about having solar is to having that energy reduction costs, right? And having where we don't have those surprise true-up bills. So adding that is very important, because what we can do is we sit down and we have a conversation. And we, like I mentioned before, we talk to the customers and go, hey, what are you using right now? We'll look at maybe your bill from 12 to 18 months, see what you're averaging out each month. Then we can ask you questions. Are you planning to add an EV charger? Are you adding addition to your home? You want to add a pool? Or you're expecting family to grow? And then we can really put a whole energy solution packet together that's going to help you reduce those true-ups.
Yeah, factoring in all those different elements that might come down the line.
Absolutely.
And how do you make sure a system is actually the right size for a family's real life usage, Dean?
Well, really, it's just like I said, it's having that conversation with the customers, evaluating their current system, and then just making sure that, hey, when they're planning, they're looking and they're thinking through stuff, that we provide that solution for them, because it's not just putting panels on a roof. It's more education. It's more really thinking through what you want to accomplish with your solar and your future home needs.
Yeah, and what's been the response from families, from individuals when they do meet with Brower Mechanical and you provide those solutions for them when they're considering solar?
Great, absolutely great, because now even if they've got an existing solar, but it's too small, or they're thinking about buying solar, then when we sit down with them later, they go, man, that was a great investment, because now I can look and I don't have that true up, and I don't really have to pay for energy now, because my solar is reaching what my energy usage is. So it's great for people to kind of reduce those costs.
Yeah, and if people who are watching, they're saying, hey, I want to learn a little bit more, what do they need to do to get things started with Brower Mechanical?
Well, beautiful. You can call Brower Mechanical, and I think the number's listed there on the screen. And so we'll have one of our solar consultants go out and meet with them and discuss, again, like I said, discuss their energy usage, discuss their plans for the home, and then we can put together a complete energy packet for them that will help them eliminate those true ups or reduce those energy bills.
Yeah, and it sounds like a good conversation to start having because you mentioned it's going to get hot.
It's going to get hot. It's around the corner.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dean, always a pleasure having you on. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and to our viewers, start getting the savings you expected. If your solar isn't keeping up with your energy needs, give Brower Mechanical a call at 916-259-9206.